Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going back to football and we're going to talk about power backs. I got a list of some of the best power backs in the history of the NFL, and I know I'm not going to cover everybody, so make sure you put in the comments which power backs I missed. And these are in no particular order, but these are some of the absolute best. First up, Walter Payton. 13 seasons with the Chicago Bears from 1975 to 1987. A lot of people don't think of Walter Payton as a power back, but if you watch his tape over the first 8-9 years of his career, those Bears offensive lines that he ran behind were not great, and Walter was definitely a power back. He had 10 1,000-yard seasons. He went to the Pro Bowl 9 times. He was a one-time MVP, had 110 touchdowns, 16,726 yards rushing, one-time Super Bowl champ, and one-time rushing champ. Walter Payton was definitely a power back. Next up on the list, Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell played a total of 8 NFL seasons, and if contact runner had a picture next to it, it would definitely be Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell led the league in rushing 3 times. He was a one-time MVP, 5-time Pro Bowler. He had 74 touchdowns and over 9,400 yards rushing. Earl Campbell had his career not sagged toward the end due to some nagging injuries due to his physical style. Definitely would be somewhere at least 13,000 yards rushing. Next up, John Riggins. John Riggins played a total of 14 NFL seasons with the New York Jets and the old Washington Redskins. He had 104 touchdowns. He was a bruising running back. 11,352 yards. One-time Pro Bowler, one-time Super Bowl champ, and one-time Super Bowl MVP. He also had 5 1,000-yard seasons. John Riggins, put some respect on that name when you say it. Okay. I'm going to give fullbacks some love because fullbacks are power backs by nature. Next up, Mike Allstott, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 11 seasons, 58 touchdowns, 5,088 yards. Mike Allstott made it to the Pro Bowl 6 times. He was a one-time Super Bowl champ. Now, he never had a 1,000-yard season, but he was a true fullback. And in 1999, he came pretty close with 949 yards and 7 touchdowns. Very impressive and slept on. A lot of people don't know about Mike Allstott, and they should. Next up, Larry Zonka. 11 NFL seasons, mostly with the Miami Dolphins, but also played for the New York Giants. Larry Zonka had 64 touchdowns, 8,081 yards. He was a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 5-time Pro Bowler, and in his last season in the NFL in 1979, he was the comeback player of the year. Larry Zonka was no joke out there, and when he hit you, you knew that you had been hit. Next up, could not leave out Bo Jackson. If only Bo Jackson had not gotten hurt, and he actually makes an appearance on one of my other videos, which is just about that subject. Great athletes that who knows what would have happened had they not gotten hurt. Bo Jackson only played 4 seasons in the NFL. He was voted to the Pro Bowl once. In 1989, because he was splitting time between playing baseball and football, so he didn't play full seasons. In 11 games, he had 950 yards for a 5.5 yard average and 4 touchdowns. If Bo Jackson had not gotten hurt, you just have no idea how high he could have gone. For people that did not see him during that era, pull up some old tape. Bo Jackson, one of the most gifted athletes to ever play any sport. Last on this list, definitely not least, is Jim Brown. Jim Brown, 9 seasons in the 1950s and 60s, 9 times Pro Bowler, 1-time NFL champ, so he's pre-Super Bowl era, 8-time rushing champ out of 9 seasons, 5-time rushing TDs champ, so most touchdowns by rushing during the season. Not really known as pass catchers back then, running backs weren't, but he had 47 receptions in 1962, which was very good for a running back at that time. All in all, 12,312 yards rushing, 106 touchdowns. Oh, by the way, throw in 20 touchdowns receiving. Jim Brown ain't in the Hall of Fame for no reason. He is definitely, like, when you think football, running back, he's another guy. Just put his picture up there and people will know what you're talking about. So that's my list. Hey, who'd I leave out? Can't wait to read your comments and find out, hey, who I should have put on this list. Is there anybody on this list that you don't think deserves to be on it? Because I think they all deserve to be on it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll catch you in the next video.